everyone! So today we're in a different area, and as you can probably tell from the title, I am going to be cooking. So basically I was just thinking about this. Okay, let's just get right up close and personal. Okay, so I was just thinking that this year, because one of my New Year's resolution is to try and cook new recipes, learn new things, I was thinking I could bring you guys along with me. Like, I was thinking I'd make some of my recipes that I know already, and then obviously, like, after that, when I start creating my own, like when I start creating other people's recipes, I was thinking I would just bring you guys along and do like a first time trial, and then just like see if I pass or fail. So I was just thinking that. So you guys let me know in the comment section below if you kind of want me to do that, if you want me to try and cook some new things. I know I've already got one request for some dumplings. I see you, Jamie. So what I will do is I will try and get some ingredients and probably post that one for next week. So today I'm going to be making lasagna. So I'm just going to be taking, like, I'm just going to be showing you guys like this side and not my beautiful face. I know you'll miss my face, but don't worry. So I'll just basically tell you guideline by guideline what to do, really, or the way that I do it. I know this is like, I'm not a professional or anything, so what I do is really just I read it once, try and do it, and I do it, fail or not fail. Then if I fail, I try and make it pass. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So before I say anything anymore, let's go. Okay guys, you will probably see my ring light through my glasses. Please excuse that. We have no sunshine, and I just woke up, so I don't really want to put contacts in my eyes just yet. So I'm going to clip my hair back, and I'm just going to let you know what you'll need. Okay? Here we go. So first things first, you can choose what meat you want. So I've got turkey breast mince. Just make sure it's kind of mince meat so it's easier to cook. I don't eat beef, so I chose the turkey version. And obviously for vegetarians you can just use vegetables. These are frozen food vegetable packs. Let me show you. So I just simply got these from Tesco's. You can get them in any of your supermarkets. This, well, these are meant to be for microwave, but it's the micro veg, carrots, broccoli and sweet corn. So this is the one that I got, and they basically come in individual packets. Come in an individual pack. So you can microwave it this way up, but I just boil mine. I just boil the veg. So yeah, so this is just one individual packet which comes with a lot. Oh! Ruined some sweet corns. So yeah, so I'm going to be making vegetable and turkey mince together, you know. Then also obviously you'll need lasagna pasta. This is from Tesco's as well. So yeah. You'll need some cheese. Mum bought the wrong cheese. Well, it's not really a wrong cheese. These are the medium cheddar, but I prefer to cook it with mozzarella because it's just more cheesy and it's more stringy, but you can still work with this as well. You will also need Dolmino light creamy lasagna sauce, and then you'll need original tomato sauce. But last time that I made it, I just made it with like just the creamy sauce. Depends if you like tomato. I didn't really like tomato before, but I do prefer to use this to make the mincemeat and the vegetables, and then this to be on the lasagna. So I would recommend to do it this way, but you can try it like with just the creamy sauce and you'll see if you like it or not. That's basically things you'll need. Then obviously you'll need one of these containers, something just square and big, and it's just, this is, I think this is meant to be a casserole dish, but I'm making it in a lasagna. I've always made my lasagnas in this. You just basically just layer it, and yeah, this is glass. The things you'll need is I don't know what you call these, a pan? I call them a wok. I don't think they're a wok. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna call it a pan. You just need a big pan to make the mince in that. And then you'll need a little pot to boil your lasagna pastas. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so let me show you how we do it. Let's go. So first things first, you want to boil the water, and for me, I know this is really bad, I think, but I tend to boil my water in a kettle first. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to turn the gas on and just put the water in. I'd say halfway of the pot, just because, okay, maybe just a little bit more. So I'm just putting that much of water. So maybe like 2/3 of the pot. And then you just kind of want to calculate how much you want to put in the lasagna. So obviously the lasagna, I tend to have three slices in each layer. So 1, 2, 3. Then another layer of meat, so 1, 2, so 3 times 3 is 9, so I'm going to be putting 9 in. Now, when you're putting these noodles in, when you put these pastas in, I'm just going to show you actually closer. Can you see? Yeah. Yeah. So when you put these pastas in, you don't want to just put them all in the same direction like that, because it'll be harder to like once the pasta's done, it'll be harder to take it out. So I tend to do it like in a star shape. So what I tend to do, since you can see the water is boiling, so what I'm going to put one in this direction, and then I'm going to put one in this direction, and obviously it'll swim around, so you just kind of want to make it into a star shaped. And as you can just see it boiling really hard, you just kind of want to turn the heat down a bit into medium maybe, and let it boil itself. And then once it's still boiling, sometimes I let it like just continue boiling, and then I let it boil and then I go start cooking, or I tend to just put the lid over it, switch it off and let it simmer itself in that heat. So I think I'm going to do that. As you can see, it's boiling really hard, so I just cover it up and then I just turn it off, and then the water is hot enough for it to be boiling in the same time. So I tend to keep that for 10 minutes, so that will be 12 o'clock. So while that boils, I tend to get this over the big pan when I had a little dumb moment there. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's on. So what I tend to do is I put a little bit of water in, a little bit of boiling water just in the bottom layer. I think I might have put too much water in, and make sure you've washed your hands, guys. Like, I forgot to mention that you need to wash your hands. I've already washed my hands. So I'm just going to pierce into the meat. And since it's just me, my mum and my dad, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this down a bit because obviously I'm talking. I'm only going to be putting half of the mince, just because we've got the vegetables as well. But if you're just making meat only, then maybe you just want to just use the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to be using half of this. So I'm just going to put that bit in. My judgment is usually just by the eye. Mine is not really calculated as a lot of people does. I'm going to switch this a little, but let that simmer. Can you see that, guys? Not really. Let me turn you down a bit. There we go. So what I tend to use, I use like one of these wooden things and I just break the mince apart. So I'm on medium heat just now, and all I'm doing is I'm literally just breaking apart the meat, because you don't want a big chunk of meat, you just want it really minced up. When most of it is white, most of the pinkiness is gone, what I tend to do then is I tend to put the vegetables in, because obviously these are frozen, so I need to cook these as well. And trust me, when I first did this, like when I put the frozen vegetables in, I was kind of going like, is it gonna cook, is it? So, but it does cook. To here is make sure all the meat is cooked up. You don't want to eat half cooked meat, because that is dangerous. So all the meat, sorry not most, all the meat have all cooked up now. So what I need to do is, so what you need to do next is, this is when you need to choose whether you want the tomato sauce or the creamy sauce, and like I said, I'm going to use the tomato sauce. And I'm just going to be using, I only put a little bit in, so this is only half. It's not a little bit. But I tend to put a half in, and then I decide to see if it's enough sauce, and then if it's not enough sauce, then I put some more in. You don't want to put too much saucy in. Well actually it depends on if you like your food really saucy or not. But do remember, when you put in the lasagna and when you put these meat in, you'll still have the white sauce as well. But my family doesn't really like a lot of sauce, so I'm only going to be using half of this. So yeah. And honestly, I think you can make 2 lasagnas with 1 jar, you know. So this is what it all looks like. There's a little bit of onion inside the jar. So yeah, this is all it's cooked, because it's still boiling and things. So I'm just going to switch it off now. And I'm still going to just make it all in the middle, you know. Just so it stores up all the heat. And then, since my pasta is not done yet, just put the lid on top and just let it do its you know. So while that's happening, I'm going to put this turkey into the fridge. And then I'm just going to show you, that is the pasta's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go drain them just down the sink, and obviously not pour the pastas down the sink, but I'm going to drain the water and then I'll come back. Guys, what I tend to do, I never showed you this, but when I was draining the water, what I tend to do is with the pot, I just tend to like leave a little bit of space so the water can come out. And then if you want it really quickly, like that, obviously. I do that with all my pastas. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Put that inside there. So this is what all the pastas look like. They're not fully cooked, but they are mostly cooked. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to need a knife. Just a table knife. And then I'm going to put this on one of the hobs, because this is what I do. I'm going to use one of my I'm going to use this. I don't know what you call this, a big spoon. You know, something just to scoop everything up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open my little turkey mince here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a layer on the bottom. You know what, I'll do this. This way you guys can see more. So I'm just going to be putting some on the bottom. And like I said, because I was thinking of doing 3 layers, you kind of want to just remember how much meat you want to do. Obviously, I forgot that I was not putting the whole turkey mince in. This is going to be a light layer. But you can always make a thicker layer if you want to, but I'm going to be making a light layer because I boiled a lot of pasta. So yeah, that's my little layer there. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and get one of these pasta noodles, lasagna pastas, but you don't want to break them all up. You want it to be like a whole layer. So like you see, like it's not fully cooked, so it's just breaking really easily in the middle, because that's where they're all joined together. So it does take a little bit of time for it to be a whole thing, you know. And be careful because it is hot. Where's my mum when I need her? Like you can see, this one is broken up. This has no more life. So let's just put that down first. Okay. They're all conjoined together. Fantastic. Maybe going from the bottom will be fine. Ah! Hot! Bloody hot. Yeah, I should have boiled this a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break these all up because it's not thingy. It's not doing what I'm asking it to do. Yeah guys, maybe just boil it a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe if you boil it a little bit longer, like I do usually, it will all meet up. And like this. Oh my gosh. It's my first episode of Foodie Friday and it's already a failing. There we go, that's a bigger piece. So yeah guys, you basically just want to cover up the bottom bit, okay? So since this is all covered up, unexpectedly, I am going to be putting the Dolmino white sauce, and you just want to put a little bit on and then just spread it around everywhere. And as you can see, there's not really much in this corner, so I'm just going to put a bit more. Oh, that's a lot more. And then just spread it if you put a lot more. Ta-da! And then you just want to put some of the cheese in. So you just want to put cheese on top. Again, up to you. You want a lot of cheese, you put a lot of cheese. If you don't want a lot of cheese, you don't put a lot of cheese. It's as simple as that. Last time I didn't really have cheese, so I never put a lot of cheese. Actually, didn't put any cheese. Didn't really like it. But hey ho. So here we go. And then back to the meat again. And again, it's just another layer on top, you know. Here we go, guys. You want to turn it off, but because I've got some garlic bread in there, just cook it. Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's hot. My necklace is not handling this well. I have no oven mitts, so I'm using a cloth. Please be careful, guys. Please, please, please be careful. Here we are. The end result. So guys, so that was my how to make lasagna. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys make it. If you do make it, let me know what it looks like on Instagram, any platform that you want to get me on, and just do the hashtag justmetyc and I will see. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, and I don't know what I'm going to make yet, so stay tuned. Bye!